Hey guys, it's Marnie. So it's been a while. Been working on my plan. It's been going slow, but I work on it. I don't haven't strayed too much from it. Trying to keep my eating under control. Trying to work out. With spring here, I'm getting outside more. Trying to get out and walk and hike and all of that kind of stuff. In addition, we are working on our property. It's spring here at the Bigelow Homestead. I like to call it a homestead. We're not quite a homestead yet, but we're working on it. We like to be self-sufficient. So one of the things that we've done this spring is I built these chicken tractors, they call them. You can move them around the yard. And we have 25 meat birds that we purchased. They're called broilers. And I will be butchering them on Mother's Day weekend. So that's a new endeavor for us. We've had our laying birds for 3 years, since 2020. And it's just all been a neat learning experience. This past week we got cleaned up, got our flower beds all cleaned out. Here in Wisconsin, the Manic State, you never know what you're going to get. You could have a foot of snow tomorrow. So, in fact, Monday there may be snow. So, we'll have to cover some of our plants, the special ones, to make sure that they're safe. But having fun and just working on bettering ourselves. Working out has been real good for the most part. However, with all the new work that we've got going on outside, time is going to be the issue. So we have those big hikes coming up here in June. I got to get training for that. So that takes up a lot of time because they're long hikes. It's 15 miles a day, potentially 20. Although if Allie's watching, not 20, but it could potentially be, I'm just saying. So I want my body to be ready for it. My foot has been kind of an issue. I have an ingrown toenail that needs to actually be cut out, and I'm not super excited about that, but need to get that done. My personal trainer Sylvia is like, by the time I see you, I want that gone. So it's on the schedule. Next week, on the 20th, I'm supposed to have my toenail, not the whole thing, but the whole edge of it removed. So working on that, but all that kind of stuff puts delays in training, so it makes me a little nervous. Plus, pain in the foot. It's not very nice. Hopefully it will be good though. So, and as far as weight loss goes, I'm still 170 this morning. I don't remember what I said last time, but this whole thing, since I started with Sylvia in December, it's 9 pounds down, which is kind of expected. My body's changing shape, so we need to look at non-scale victories and not worry about, the scale so much. I really like to breach that 170 number though, get into the 160s, and I don't care, I could sit at 168 for a while, but I just want to get into the 160s. It's just a number. I need to keep it in perspective. But anywho, what else? A lot of stuff going on, family stuff, kiddos buying a house, and life is changing real big for them, so that's exciting. A lot of stressful things. My brain is doing some stuff. So found out, kind of realized I'm going through, the perimenopausal period of my life. Man, that's been a B. Can't even tell you. It's been awful. So decided to name my alter ego Penelope. So when Penelope's in the house, be warned. So I did some research on it. Come to find out, did you know that 60% of divorces are initiated by women in their 40s and 50s? That is amazing. And then I started thinking about all the people that I know are divorced, and sure enough, that is pretty accurate. So I don't want to get divorced because of some hormonal issue. So we're making other plans. I like to plan ahead. And so I'm making plans with my man to kind of get through this period of our lives that God did not ask me if I was interested in going through. He just said it's going to happen. So I guess we better make the best of it. So Penelope is it's kind of just a way for me to even talk to myself and say, okay, Penelope, you need to hush now. You need to stop acting like that. That's not appropriate. You shouldn't talk like that. Or, when I get into just a really crappy depressive state, or get really down on myself, or get very anxious and start, thinking about the past and, hashing out every little, instance of my life that I wasn't happy with, just saying, Penelope, not now, honey. We're not doing this today. We're not doing this today. Listening to Heather of Half Size Me, she talks about the lower brain and how you kind of treat it like a toddler, as far as food, but as far as other thoughts as well. No, we're not gonna do this today. We're not gonna play this game today. We're not gonna eat that thing today. You just had this or that or whatever. It's been pretty good for me, honestly. Like this morning, I don't know, you just kind of, your mind, when you start to relax, and I've been reading about this in one of the books that Heather recommended, I can't remember the name of it, but when your mind relaxes, you start to go to other places of your brain that need to be fixed, because we're fixers. And so we go to these other areas of our memories, and we want to fix them. It's not the thinking part of our brain, it's the lower part, the protective part of your brain. And it wants to fix these things that have happened in the past. And the thing is, you can't fix them. You can think about them. You can think of how you would have liked it to go, but you can't go back and change the outcome of it. You can change your mentality about it, maybe. You can change the way you think about it. But how many times have I had the same argument over and over and over with the same person, and that person doesn't care? That person doesn't care about that. It affected me. For whatever reason, that thing affected me. It's stupid. It's a minute thing. Who cares? It doesn't matter. But my brain is like, oh, we can fix this. Let's fix it. But it can't. And so I say, not today, Penelope. We're not going to think about this today. We have other stuff to do. You are a busy lady. You have stuff to do. You got bees coming you got to prepare for. You got chickens you got to butcher. You got, flower beds you got to fill. You got a garden you got to plant. I've got paintball coming up. I got a big old hike coming up. I've got food I got to prepare for. I got all sorts of crap going on. I do not have time to have a freaking argument with someone from 20 years ago. That's silly. So, not today, Penelope. So, anyways, that's something that I've been learning recently. It's been pretty helpful. It hasn't kept me from the refrigerator completely, but I've done pretty well, even when I've gotten very, a couple of weeks ago, it was pretty dark. Life was pretty dark for me. And I don't like doing videos when stuff is like that, but I know I said that was all part of it, but I just didn't want to. I didn't want to share that part, at that time. So, but it got pretty dark, and even in the darkness, even in all of that, I still was able to kind of keep some clarity, and I didn't binge per se. I grazed a bit, but I really kept my eating in the healthy arena. I went over my calories. It might have been 500, 600,000 a day. Not every day, but occasionally. And it was like, things I was eating was like nuts. Well, you have a handful of nuts. That could literally be 500 calories right there. But I had 2 or 3 nuts, and then I'd, eat, I started dehydrating food, and it's really yummy. That fruit, dehydrated fruit, is really good. Bananas, dehydrated bananas, not banana chips, not like you get at the store, but just dehydrated bananas in your dehydrator. They're chewy, they're like caramel. But if you have 6 small pieces the size of my pinky, that's 1 banana. Well, it doesn't really fill you up, but it sure does taste good. So anyways, when I was kind of doing my overeating stuff, I was eating, stuff like that, and I actually, when I went to my personal trainer, she said, you know, I'm actually really proud of you. She said, if it was me, I would have been at McDonald's. And you maintained a healthy diet regardless of the fact that you were really struggling, and you still ate and you kind of soothed yourself a bit, but you did it in a healthy way. So it didn't feel healthy at the time. I was very down on myself at the time, but I did. You know, looking back, yeah, I did. I did do a good job, and hopefully, I can kind of maintain that that mentality going through, and just, you know, recognizing when life is just sucking, and go, yeah, it's okay, but stay in control. You know, it's okay. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to, you know, keep in that calorie range every single day. You know, give yourself some grace and some leeway, but try and not lose it. You know, a bag of chips, whole bag of chips, that's no good. No bueno, don't do that. You know, go ahead, have some dehydrated bananas. You know, have a smoothie, have a shake, you know, that kind of thing. Try and keep the protein in there, all that stuff. So anyway, so that's what I've been up to, and I'm pretty pleased. You know, me and Sylvia have been working together for almost 4 months. We're going on our 4th month here in a couple weeks, and you know, winter is a really hard time to do a lot of the stuff anyways, because that seasonal depression can really get you. And this winter has just been so awkward. You know, we've had some major snowfalls and then a lot of nothing, and then you get nailed and it's gone and it looks like crap. You can't go outside, it's too wet, you can't do anything, and it's dark, and then they freaking turn back the clocks. I mean, or spring forward, yeah. Just the whole thing, it just screws with your brain. But the sun is coming out earlier now, and I've been getting out walking. I did go on about 20 miles of walking this week. I went out with a friend. We went for an 11-mile walk, just kind of on the fly. Got out of work early and went out, and fantastic walk. Completely forgot about the sun. And I don't know if you remember this, if I've said it, but I hate tan lines. I can't stand it. And for some freaking annoying reason, I decided I was going to wear a tank top. I got the dumbest tan lines. Ugh. Anyways, whatever. We went on an 11-mile walk. Paid for it the next day. Foot's really sore. But found some really good stretches to help with that. So I think, you know, stretching is real big. Sylvia, personal trainer, she's like, you have to work on your hips. She said it's all about the hips. My hips are so tight, and I try and do my stretching every day, but my hips are so tight, it affects my knees and my ankles and my feet. So if anything, the bare minimum needs to be that I stretch. So working on that being a major goal. So anywho, that's it. Just catching up a bit here on life and my plan. I still got it, still going on. Gonna keep working on it. I'm gonna try and get videos out more regularly. Busy, so I'll do my best. But I hope you guys are all working on your plan. I hope your plans are going well. Know that I'm here with you. You know, I still really encourage people to look at They Have Sized Me on Spotify with Heather. She is a great coach. She lost 170 pounds by just working with herself, being nice to herself, you know, not doing these restrictive diets. So that is one thing that I'm kind of concerned about right now, is I'm at, you know, 1,564 calories. But I feel like I'm maintaining. I know I said I lost 9 pounds, but 9 pounds over 4 months. And that was coming off a vacation. So some of that really could have been from my vacation weight. I might have already been down. So maybe it's only been, you know, 4-pound weight loss. So if that's the case, am I really losing, you know, that kind of thing. So anyways, looking at doing a maintenance break for 2 months. We'll see how that goes. Look, I'm terrified. I'm terrified to go up in calories, but I feel like I need to, in order to get my body back into going, you know, when I come back down, go, oh yeah, we're going to lose weight now. Okay. So seeing if that's a thing. I don't know. We'll see. I'm really nervous about it. So anyways, I think that's it. I think that's it for now. I will try and get some more videos out, and stay tuned. Bye guys. Have a wonderful spring. Stay on your plan. Have fun. Get outside.